Hi, I'm Ryan here at GOB Retail. If you're watching this video, it's probably because you're on our buying page. We decided to make a very quick, short video, explain some of the things we buy and some things we don't buy. So generally, we like to buy lots of old pop culture, gaming, and comic related things. First category I want to talk about is used video games. We pretty much buy all used video games that are the second generation, going all the way back to like Atari and some of the old computers that played games like the Commodore VIC-20, Commodore 64. We really do a lot with the cartridge games, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64. We generally buy just about everything. The only things we maybe don't buy are some of the accessories like the drum sets or the Guitar Hero things. Basically, if you look at the page, at our buying page, you're going to find that we have a list of items for each game system. It tells you how much we pay for a game system, cash and store credit. It tells you all the better selling games we have individual rates for, and they'll tell you the cash and store credit for those as well. Games that don't sell quite as well, we kind of lump those into a bulk rate, and those are listed at the flat rates for the systems. Other categories of things we like to buy. We buy lots of used role-playing games. We try to support the full spectrum of role-playing from 1974 to current. So you're talking D&D Basic through D&D 5th edition. We move a lot of the older D&D stuff. You'll find that we get better rate. We're able to offer better rates on a lot of the D&D 2nd edition stuff, box sets and some of the modules, D&D 1st edition and D&D 3.5 editions. But we do buy pretty much all used RPGs. The only reason we wouldn't buy it if the book is not good enough shape or we have too many of it in inventory already. Other categories, Magic the Gathering. We carry and sell a lot of Magic the Gathering. We buy pretty much all Magic the Gathering cards. We currently have a list on our website of all individual cards that we buy for individual priced rates. There's about 1,400 different cards on the website that we'll buy. It'll list three different prices available. There's a cash price that we'll pay for. There is a price that we'll give for store credit. So if you trade your card to us and you want to use it as store credit to buy most other things in the store. And then there's basically a swap price, the price that we'll switch. We'll trade your Magic singles for other Magic singles that we already have in stock. And if you don't want to go through the 1,400 card list to find a few of the gems, we also offer a bulk rate for everything. Kind of has to be not super sorted. We don't want to just get the junk of that, of cards that no one ever wants to play. But if you've just got kind of a large collection of Magic sitting around, we've got a bulk rate, bring it on in, and we can give you cash or store credit for both options for that. No collections too small. We've recently bought collections as large as 50,000, 100,000 cards. We also buy some used miniatures for game systems we support in role-playing. Role-playing, we buy the pre-painted figures for Dungeons & Dragons, for Star Wars, the collectible miniatures game they had. We'll buy the pre-painted Pathfinder miniatures. We at times buy used HeroClix, but you just have to check with us to find out if we have a lot in stock currently or not. Then additionally, we'll buy used miniatures for like BattleTech if they're assembled and well enough to, because there's some crafting going on when you build your miniatures originally with glue and whatnot. But if they're assembled well, we'll buy used BattleTech miniatures. We also buy used War Machine and used Hordes figures. If it's used War Machine or Hordes, what we do need is all the units, all the miniatures that came with a particular package and configuration. So if you bought a unit, we need each figure that came with that unit. You bought a Warcaster, that's the solo, whatever, that's fine. If you bought an army box, we'll need all the figures, caster and the other things that came with the box. You'll also notice, if you look at the page under miniatures, you'll see we also have cash and store credit options available for that. That's most of what we buy. We do buy currently bulk comic collections. We are slowly working towards a database of more key comics, but 99% of comics aren't those. So if you just have a few long boxes of comics, you want to get rid of them as long as they're in decent shape, we buy those in bulk too. Bring them on down, cash and store credit options available for that. And check with us before you bring in any large collections of graphic novels in. We love to buy them, but we've got 5,000 of them already in stock here, and we got new comics and new graphic novels coming in every single week, hundreds of them. So it's a matter of space. So if we have space to take them, we'll take them. Give us a call first. All right. That's pretty much it for most of the used stuff that we buy. A lot of people do bring us used board games, but we don't buy those. It's nothing against used board games. It's simply there's too many components, too many chits and counters and pawns, and it just takes too much time to figure out if it's all there. And frankly, most people buying board games want something new. It's just the way it is. All right, thanks for listening, and have a good one.